Hello there, traders. For today's analysis, I decided to cover the Australian dollar versus US dollar, and I will speak about gold market and about the euro versus US dollar. First, I will start with the Australian versus US dollar because I think there is a good potential for the further downside moment and for the second leg to complete. Basically, there is a first, if we treat this like a first downside leg, this is an hourly time frame. This like a second leg, and if we speak about expanded flat type of correction, I can easily see this Australian dollar to revisit the 0.7718 and then eventually to try to take this minus development from the previous week. So I definitely see this, that we are in the creation of the second leg with the ABC followed another ABC. So and this looks like a second downside leg. This was the first downside leg. It's like a second downside leg in creation right here. Opportunities here will potentially, if you trade the intraday, to watch for to sell on the rallies. Don't try to chase the market and sell on the low for the day, around the low for the day. So watch for some 15-30 minute correction. If you find that some rally in the 15-minute time frame towards the recent swing lows, for example, and so that can be a good sell zone if the market will provide you that kind of opportunity. So I'll also show you how it looks like on the market profile chart using the MT4 platform, InstaForex MT4 platform. You'll find out that the market basically traded yesterday. We got a big event. We did have an ECB press conference, and what happened there is the market tried to sell off towards the we call this a gap zone or the minus development zone. The price basically found, I can also show that and split this chart. The price basically sold off, tried to trade lower, and then we got some buying side all the way to test the previous week high today. Once we broke by a little a previous week high, the sellers were found, aggressive sellers basically back and rotate into the mean. That was basically a big signal that the sellers are pretty hot today and the buyers actually don't have any more power. So I actually can see this today, that we might even attack previous day low and maybe even attack the minus development, which is basically we have a space for 20, even up to the 40 to 50 pips eventually for the end of the day. I think this can actually, this scenario can be in the play. But again, watch the sell on the rallies. Don't just try to chase the market on the downside and sell on the very poor trade locations. So that's one thing about Australian dollar. Thing with about a gold, I'll show you the gold chart also using the market profile chart using the MT4 platform. Basically what the gold is doing and what the gold is doing for a whole week is trading like a tennis ball game. You know, we're trading basically between the upper ledge and the lower ledge from the previous week. Market basically traded into this upside ledge, which is around 1903, 1902. Sold off there. Yesterday actually tested lower ledge, rejected back up all the way up to this upper ledge from the previous week and found again sellers on the same price. So absolutely the sell zone around this stage in the buy zone, where right now we are somewhere in the middle, and which is not that attractive, but still seems like the price is just playing the range development for this week, basically between the upper ledge and the lower ledge from the previous week. So for the lower side, definitely watch the areas around 1879, 1876, and then again this lower ledge where we stopped yesterday around 1869. So that's so far the situation with the gold market. And Europe basically is pretty similar, I will say. Minus development from last week. This is a profile chart from the last week. Upper ledge is here. Tested, rejected from this upper ledge. Yeah, 2 days yesterday we got a very neutral day. Today they tried trading into the upper area, and again to the upper D zone we found the sellers, aggressive sellers, and now we are going towards this lower ledge, which can be a good exit zone for the sellers and good zone to watch for eventual support, but definitely good area for to scale some of your entries if you got any bear positions on this market. So that will be my update for today. Australian dollar still got plenty of potential, I guess, at least 20 to 40 pips to 50 pips. but the rally will be needed to wait. I will say some rally back to the previous swing lows or so will be pretty good if you can find that to sell on the rally, not to sell right now on extreme zone when we reached the already new low for the day. Have a great weekend and see you all next week.